Hi, welcome to our GPBR monthly chat. I'm Kris Dorer. I'm your CEO. I'm here with Mike Mullett. I'd like to introduce you to him. He's one of our newer members of our GPBR board of directors. He came on board in early 2024, and we just thought we'd introduce you, learn a little bit about Mike and some of the volunteer work he's been doing here at the board. So you came on board as a director for a 3-year term. We're very appreciative, and we've seen you step up in several committees. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the work you've been doing?
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun, obviously, with the Greater Portland Board. I've been doing a lot of work with the building committee, so really kind of trying to maintain the facility, the building itself. We are unique in that we own our own building, so that is kind of fun. I have a little bit of a history with construction. My father's a carpenter, so I've kind of done this stuff throughout my life, and I do find it fun. It's gratifying to have a project and there's a beginning and an end, and it either went well or it didn't. So that is really fun. I am also on the Habitat Committee, largely focused on kind of fundraising for a big event coming up in the fall, but also there is a build coming up. I'm excited about that as well. I'd love to get on that job site. That is the stuff I think is definitely fun for me. I'm also on the Consumer Outreach Committee, again, where the board kind of tries to get information out to the public and stuff that's beneficial, or news. There's obviously always news about housing and the realtors. So that all has been really fun and informative for me. I didn't know that a lot of those existed. So
right, and you get to meet a lot of great people volunteering here at GPBR.
Really do. I've actually really enjoyed getting to know a lot of the people that are here, which again I didn't know. I've been a member since 2007, and I really haven't been involved, and really just kind of thought I want to know more about this organization and more about these people that I hear about, and what happens in that building and what do people do. So that the first kind of 6 months of it has been really fun.
Yeah, great. No, we're so happy to help you. So we always find it interesting to talk about kind of your path to real estate. So if you could tell us a little bit of your story.
Sure. It's been an interesting path for sure. So my undergrad degree is in social work. I was definitely thinking I was going to be a social worker. I love people. What happened with me is during college, I discovered that there's a whole career path out there of higher ed administration. So that's what I did. I graduated. I started working at USM, local college. I got a master's degree in education. I really thought that I was going to stay in higher ed administration. I actually was an assistant athletic director at USM for a little while. And kind of in that time, I discovered real estate. And me and my wife bought a house, and I really kind of realized that a lot of those skills that I had learned, the social work and education, really applies to real estate. It's all about people. It's all about figuring out them and how can I, give them great service to help them through this process that can be really intimidating. So that's kind of how I found it. Eventually, I left and started doing this full time, and I've really enjoyed it.
So to close out, tell us something about you and your family, and
Sure. Sure, I'd love to. So I have been, my wife and I recently celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary.
And you celebrated where?
We did celebrate. We got, we went on a trip to Aruba, somewhere I had never been. It was gorgeous, it was beautiful, it was really fun. So I do have also 3 young adult children, and they're all kind of starting their careers, which is really, really fun to kind of help them navigate the world. One of them has bought a 2-unit at this point, so she's experiencing the world of being a landlord. She's doing an amazing job.
Nice.
And my youngest is about to go back to USM to become a teacher.
Very good, sort of following in the footsteps.
It is interesting. My grandmother went there, took 1 class. My dad actually got 2 degrees from USM, and my mother. And then I went there, my wife went there. So we were all waiting for who's going to be that 4th generation, and so it was her.
And they're here.
And she's back at where we went to school. So
fantastic. Well, we're so grateful to get to know you and have you be part of our directors team and part of the Greater Portland Board. If you have any questions, you want to get to know Mike better or contact him, just give us a call and we'll put you in touch.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great month.